Hello students, now we are going to start trigonometry problem set 6.1. In this case, there are some numerical which is given and this numerical can be solved by two methods. One is called as right angle triangle method, which is a base of trigonometric ratio, and second by identities method. And in this case, the first numerical is, they have given if sin theta is equal to 7 upon 25, if sin theta is equal to 7 upon 25, then find the value of cos theta and tan theta. I repeat, if sin theta is equal to 7 upon 25, then find the value of cos theta and tan theta. In this case, sometime they also specify that solve the numerical by triangle method, solve the numerical by identity method. So first we are going to solve this numerical by triangle method. Means what? Let me clear. If sin theta is equal to 7 upon 25, if sin theta is equal to 7 upon 25, in that case you first draw simple right angle triangle. Let us say I have drawn over here a simple right angle triangle. In this case, nomenclature is not available, so I am myself going to decide. Let us say this method is of triangle ABC. I have written over here. Now sin theta, so I have to specify something angle over here. So I specified this theta over here. And as per their condition, they have given a value, that is sin theta. Sin theta means opposite side upon hypotenuse. So opposite side means 7 and upon hypotenuse means 25. So it becomes 7 upon 25. So these two values are available with me. Now, until I am going to find third value, I will not able to write the values of cos theta and tan theta. So in that case, if I want to write cos theta, then I need adjacent side upon hypotenuse. And if I want to write tan theta, then I need opposite side upon adjacent side. Means again I need adjacent side. And this can be calculated with the help of your second chapter, that is called as Pythagoras theorem. With the help of that part, we can calculate. Therefore, solving method, in triangle ABC, angle ABC is 90 degree. Angle ABC is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, remember I am writing it in a short, but in examination you have to write it completely. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, you can simply say AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Therefore, AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Now I am going to put the value over here. AB square means 7 square. So it becomes AB square means 7 square plus BC square, that is unknown for us. So BC square is equal to AC square means 25 square. Now simplification part. 7 square means 49 plus BC square is equal to 25 square means 625. In this way we have written a simplification. Now the next part is shifting this value. BC square is equal to 625. This plus 49 goes to that side as a minus 49. And 625 minus 49. This is the step you are able to reach. Now the part is, you have to do the calculation of 625 minus 49. I am going to do every step in front of you so that you can easily understand the part. Therefore, your calculation becomes 625 minus 49. Here value 5 minus 9, or you can say 15 minus 9, that becomes 6, carry 1. 12 minus 5, that is 7, and 6 minus 1, that is 5. Means that becomes simply 576. So your value becomes BC square is equal to 576, and we very well know 576 is a square of 24. Naturally, BC square is equal to 24 square. Therefore, BC becomes 24, and this is a step where you are able to get a side over here. You can also write 24 or 24 units. Now in this way, your value of BC now become 24 after calculation. Now here you can simply see that you have a AB already with us, you have a AC 25 already with us, and now we have calculated BC as at 24. Means all three values are available over here. Now you can simply write cos theta and tan theta. They are already given sin theta, and I am going to write all the three values once again. So therefore, the part is, first they have given a value sin theta, and that is nothing but 7 up. Next, second value, that is cos theta. Cos theta means adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Therefore, BC upon AC. Therefore, cos theta is equal to BC upon AC. BC upon AC. That is nothing but 24 upon 25. 24 upon 25. And the last value, that is tan theta. And here, according to diagram, tan theta is opposite side upon adjacent side, means AB upon BC. So, AB upon BC, and that become 7 upon 24. And in this way, you can solve this numerical over here. Now, we are going to solve the same numerical over here with the help of identity method, and the numerical is. Again we are going to solve the same numerical over here, and the numerical is, if sin theta is 7 upon 25, if sin theta is 7 upon 25, then find the value of cos theta and tan theta. The second method is called as identity method. Now in case of identity method, basically you are using formula as well as identity for simplification. And there are three main identities that we have already completed in proof. One is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Second, 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. And the next, 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. Now, when we are going to complete that part, we can use that identity what we have already proved. Now coming to the part over here, one by one. If sin theta is equal to 7 upon 25, we have first fundamental identity, and the part is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Starting from that, and the part is, here we are going to start a part of our answer, and the part is, first by identities, or you can also say by trigonometric identities. Your first identity is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Now making use of that for the simplification. Now here sin theta is 7 upon 25. Sin theta is 7 upon 25. Naturally sin square theta means 7 upon 25 bracket square plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Now simplification in terms of a calculation. 7 square is 49 and 25 square is 625. So writing that step over here, 7 square is 49 upon 25 square is 625 plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Now keeping this unknown value, so called as cos square theta, at one side. So cos square theta become 1, 625 goes to that side, or 49 upon 625 goes to that side, it become minus 49 upon 625. And from onward, we have to start a simplification. Remember over here, this is not only 1, but it is also get divided by 1. And making simplification for. Here, calculation will be 625 into 1, 625 into 1, it become 625. 625 into 1, 625 into 1, that become 625. And 1 into 49, 1 into 49, that become 49. And middlemost part containing minus sign, so indicating that minus sign. Subtraction, after subtraction, this value is important for a calculation. So now cos square theta is equal to 625 minus 49. Once again I am going to do in front of you. 625 minus 49. So 5 minus 9 or 15 minus 9, that becomes 6, 1. 2 minus 5 or 12 minus 5, that becomes 7. And 6 minus 1 is 5, means 576. So upper subtraction is 576 divided by 625. But in this part, you can easily observe 576 is a square of 24 and 625 is a square of 25. So I am writing it as 24 upon 25 bracket square. Now cos square is equal to 24 upon 25 bracket square. Simply you can write, therefore cos theta is equal to 24 upon 25, and this is a value available for you. This is the first step when you are going to do the calculation. Now next part, they have given sin theta 7 upon 25. With the help of sin theta we are able to calculate cos theta. So cos theta is 24 upon 25. Now we have to also calculate, after cos theta we have to calculate the next value, tan theta, and the value for tan theta is, here we are using a property, and that part is tan theta is nothing but sin theta upon cos theta. So the part is, therefore tan theta is equal to sin theta upon cos theta. Now the part is, now here value of sin theta is 7 upon 25 and cos theta is 24 upon 25. Putting that values over here. So sin theta is 7 upon 25. So it becomes 7 upon 25. Cos theta, recently we have calculated 24 upon 25. So it becomes 24 upon 25. And here, if we cancel both the values over here, that is divided by 25, get cancelled with divided by 25. Your evaluation become 7 upon 24. 7 upon 24. And this is the value of tan theta. And in this way, with the help of sin theta, that is given 7 upon 24, we are able to calculate cos theta, that is 24 upon 25. And last value, tan theta, is 7 upon 24. Hello friends, already we have completed the first numerical. Moving to the similar type of a second numerical over here of practice set 6.1. And the numerical is, if tan theta is equal to 3 upon 4, if tan theta is equal to 3 upon 4, find the value of sec theta and cos theta. In this case, we are again going to solve this numerical by two methods. One is a triangle method and second is fundamental identities method. So the first method is a triangle method. If tan theta is equal to 3 upon 4, again I am going to draw a rough triangle in front of you so that you can easily understand the part. So I have drawn one triangle in front of you, and as per their condition, taking one angle over here as a theta over here. Now they have not given any nomenclature, so I am going to identify. Now I am going to call this triangle as triangle PQR over here. And as per their condition, tan theta is 3 upon 4. So tan theta is nothing but opposite side upon adjacent side. Tan theta is nothing but opposite side upon adjacent side. So here, as per calculation, the part is tan theta is 3 upon 4. So opposite side is 3 and adjacent side is 4. So it become 3 upon 4. So 3 is opposite side and 4 is adjacent side. No doubt, until you are going to find the value of PR, we cannot write all the part. So here again we are using the logic of Pythagoras theorem. So here part is, therefore in triangle PQR, angle PQR is equal to 90 degree. Therefore by Pythagoras theorem, I mean write it shortly, but you write it completely so that concept should be very clear. Therefore by Pythagoras theorem, here PQ square plus QR square is equal to PR square. I repeat, PQ square plus QR square is equal to PR square. I am writing it as PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. Therefore PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. Now we know the value of PQ. Value of PQ is 3 and value of QR is 4. So that simply become 3 square plus 4 square. Now your value of 3 square is 9 and value of 4 square is 16, and 9 plus 16, that is addition of 25, and that is nothing but PR square. PR square is nothing but 25, but 25 is nothing but simply 5 square. Now as PR square is equal to 5 square, you can simply write value of PR is equal to 5. And in this way, you are able to get new unknown value for a diagram, and that is PR, that is a 5 over here after the calculation. Now after calculation, you are able to get a value of PR as a 5. Now our target is to find sec theta and cos theta. So your part is, so value of sec theta and the part for a calculation. Therefore, sec theta. Now as per triangle method, you know sec theta means hypotenuse upon adjacent side, means PR upon QR as per this diagram. So I am writing PR upon QR, and this PR upon QR means 5 upon 4 should become 5 upon 4, and second part we have to calculate cos theta. Therefore cos theta, and cos theta means adjacent side upon hypotenuse, means QR upon PR, and as per this value it is 4 upon 5, and in this way we can complete the numerical. Hello friends, continuation with the previous numerical. Once again we are going to solve the same numerical, but now we are going to solve that numerical with the help of identities method, and the numerical is, if tan theta is equal to 3 upon 4, find the value of sec theta and cos theta. And here we are using a property, and the part is, as they have given a value of tan theta, we are using fundamental identities. So I am going to start a part. Therefore, by fundamental identities, the part is, we have to select that property or that identity which include tan, and automatically we are getting the third value which is correlated. And in this case actually we have three property: sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta, and 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. In this case 1 plus tan square theta, where tan part is over there, and sec means we can get sec. So I am going to write the part over here, and the property is, actually that property is 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta, but I am going to write that property. Therefore sec square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. Now here property is 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta, but I have written LHS to RHS and RHS to LHS. Now putting the value and making a simplification, and the part is 1 plus tan theta is 3 by 4, and having a square, so it becomes simply 3 upon 4, and you can say bracket square, and that is nothing but tan square theta. Moving to the next part over here, and simplification is, here 1 plus 3 square is 9 and 4 square is 16. In this case, remember student, this 1 is not independent. You can say it is already get divided by 1, because if there is no base, you can surely say that that number is divisible by 1 itself. Now simplification, and the part is, here the step is 16 into 1, so it become 16, and the part is 16 into 1 16, and 1 into 9 9, and plus sign is over here. Remember, I have written this step in front of this so that you can easily understand the part. So 16 into 1 16, and 16 into 1 16, 1 into 9 9, and middle sign is plus over here. Now 16 plus 9, so 16 plus 9, that become 25, and 16 plus 9 is 25 divided by 16, and this is actually logical value of sec square theta. So this is a value of sec square theta. Now if sec square theta is 25 by 16, it is nothing but a simply square of 5 divided by 4 bracket square. Why? Because 25 is a square of a 5 and 16 is a square of 4. So it becomes 5 upon 4 bracket square. If sec square theta is 5 upon 4 bracket square, simply you can write sec theta, and that is 5 upon 4, and this is your value required over here for the numerical, and that is sec theta, that become 5 upon 4. So you are able to get the first value sec theta, and sec theta is 5 upon 4. Also we have to calculate cos theta. In that case again we are using simple formula that sec theta is a reciprocal of a cos theta and cos theta is a reciprocal of sec theta. Means here for cos theta, presently you already get the value of sec theta is 5 by 4. So here sec theta is already we are get as 5 by 4. Therefore cos theta, so cos theta, it is nothing but a reciprocal of a sec theta, means we can simply write 1 upon sec theta, and 1 upon sec theta is nothing but 1 upon sec theta is 5 by 4. So here it become 5 upon 4, and 1 upon 5 by 4 it become reciprocal, and this value become 4 upon 5. So it become 4 upon 5, and that is the value of cos theta. And in this way we can complete the same numerical over here. So you are able to get two values, sec theta is 5 by 4 and cos theta is 4 by 5. Hello friends, already in the last lecture we have started exercise problem set 6.1, in which we have completed first and second numerical. Now moving to the third numerical, and the part is, if cot theta is equal to 40 by 9, we are in a part of practice set 6.1. If cot theta is equal to 40 upon 9, then find the value of cosec theta and sin theta. Again there are two methods. One is called as a triangle method and second method is called as trigonometric identities method, and we are going to solve first numerical by triangle method. And the part is, in this case you have to draw a random triangle over there which must be right angle triangle. So the first part is, here I am going to draw a right angle triangle just for your proper understanding, and somehow proportionate part of that. Here let us say I am going to call this triangle as triangle ABC over here. Angle C is angle B is a 90 degree. Let us say angle C is your theta, and as per their condition cot theta, it is nothing but adjacent side upon opposite side. Cot theta is adjacent side upon opposite side. So for this theta, this is the hypotenuse. So 40 means adjacent side, it is over here, and opposite side means 9, which is over here. And in this way, first of all, you are able to write the structure in a triangle. So we have to use here Pythagoras theorem and next solution method. So the part is, therefore in triangle ABC, angle ABC is equal to 90 degree. Therefore by Pythagoras theorem, I am writing in short, but you are supposed to write in proper and detail. So the part is, you know that AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. So I am writing that part, but I am writing AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. I am writing AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So the part is, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. In this way we are able to write the part of Pythagoras theorem. Now AB means 9 and BC means 40. So AB square means 9 square and BC square means 40 square. So the part for simplification is, AB square means 9 square and BC square means 40 square. Simplification, 9 square is 81 and 40 square is 1600. If I am going to make the addition of 81 plus 1600, simply that become 1681, and that is nothing but AC square. Up to this part we are used Pythagoras theorem and the implementation. Now 1681, it is itself is a square of 41. So I am writing it is nothing but 41 square. So as AC square is equal to 41 square, AC square is equal to 41 square, naturally we can write value of AC is equal to 41 units. And in this way we are able to complete the first part of a structure, and that is nothing but AC is equal to 41 units. Now as we are able to get this value of AC, that is 41, remember this is unknown. After calculation we are able to get AC means hypotenuse is 41. Now the next part is here we are going to solve a remaining part over here. As you are able to get AC is equal to 41, now your first side AB, that is 9 unit, second side BC 40 unit, and third side AC 41 units, all are with you. Now you have to find the value of cosec theta and sin theta. So simplification of that part and evaluation are. Therefore first value cosec theta. Now what is exactly mean by cosec theta? So here theta is over here and cosec is exactly opposite of sin. So cosec theta means hypotenuse upon opposite side. You can say AC upon AB. So as per this diagram, it become AC upon AB, and AC upon AB, that simply become 41 upon 9. And in this way, we are able to get the first value. Now we also calculate a second value, that is sin theta. Now here sin theta is nothing but opposite side upon hypotenuse, that is nothing but AB upon AC. So as per diagram, here value sin theta is nothing but AB upon AC, and that is nothing but 9 upon 41. So it become 9 upon 41. And in this way, with the help of triangle method, you can solve this numerical. There is also alternative method, that is nothing but property method, and we are going to solve the same numerical with property method also. Hello friends, now we are going to solve the same numerical but with the help of fundamental identities. Now what are the fundamental identities? The fundamental identities for trigonometric ratio are: first, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Second, 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. And third, 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. These are the three fundamental identities. Now according to their given numerical, the part is if cot theta is equal to 40 upon 9, if cot theta is equal to 40 upon 9, find the value of cosec theta and sin theta. Now they have already given a property of a cot in terms of valuation, that cot theta is 40 by 9. And according to our fundamental identity, 1 plus cot square theta is cosec square theta. So we can use this property to find the value of cosec square theta. And definitely with the help of cosec square theta, we can find cosec theta. So here, starting the part of answer, and the part is by fundamental identities. And the part is, I am using this property 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta, but I am going to write it in such a manner that cosec square theta is equal to 1 plus cot square theta. So here I am using a property, and the part is by property cosec square theta is equal to 1 plus cot square theta. Now next part is implementation, or you can say simplification. Remember they have given over here cot square theta as per property. But if it is a cot square theta, as per value we have a cot theta 40 by 9, and now it is square over here. So simplification, and the part is one by one. Understand this step very carefully. Here it become 1 plus cot square theta. So your value of cot square theta, and cot theta is nothing but 40 by 9. So this value become 40 upon 9 and bracket square. In this way I have written the part. Next, simplification. So I am writing one step over here, that become 1 plus 40 square is 1600. So 1600 divided by 9 square is 81. Up to this step you are very clear. Now the next part. Remember this is the step where 1600, or you can say 1600 divided by 81 plus 1. But if you are not going to observe a base, it is also containing a base, nothing but 1. Or you can say for every number, base is always 1. Now you have to make first base product and make a common base, and then cross product with the base. And after that you have to make addition. So the step are: first 81 into 1, 81 into 1, that become 81. So writing that step over here, and the part is, so first step 81 into 1, 81 into 1, that become 81. Now 81 into 1, 81 into 1, that become 81. And as it contained middle sign as a plus. So plus 1 into 1600, that become 1600. And in this way you are able to get a part. Once again student, 81 into 1, that become 81. 81 into 1, 81. And 1 into 1600, that is 1600. Middle plus sign as usual. So this addition become 81 plus 1600, and that part become is equal to 81 plus 1600, that become 1681 divided by 81. And again simply you know that it is nothing but 1681 is a square of 41 and 81 is a square of 9. Means you can simply say that this value which is coming in front of 1681 upon 81, and that is nothing but 41 divided by 9 bracket square, and this value is nothing but 41 upon 9 bracket square, but it is nothing but cosec square theta. So I am writing the values over here, cosec square theta. In this way you are able to get the value cosec square theta is equal to 41 upon 9 bracket square. Naturally simple or regular cosec theta is nothing but 41 upon 9. Therefore you can say, taking root from both sides, cosec theta is nothing but 41 upon 9. And in this way you are able to get the perfect answer of this part. Remember, it is a ratio, so this quantity or value is unitless. So you are able to get the value cosec theta is nothing but 41 upon 9. Still, we are also interested to calculate the value of sin theta. Now remember, in calculation of a sin theta, the second part is, sin theta is a reciprocal of cosec theta. I repeat, sin theta is a reciprocal of cosec theta. So using that property, so sin theta is equal to 1 upon cosec theta. So it become 1 upon cosec theta. So evaluation is, it become is equal to 1 upon cosec theta. Cosec theta is 41 upon 9. Recently we have calculated. It is nothing but 41 upon 9, because recently we have calculated that value cosec theta is 41 upon 9. Now making its reciprocal, and this value become 9 upon 41, and that is a value for you as sin theta. And in this way we are also able to calculate the next value, that is a sin theta. And in this way when you are going to write it on a paper, please make properly box to the respective answer. And the part is, we need two value. One is a cosec theta. According to this calculation it become 41 upon 9. Second, sin theta, that is 9 upon 41.